Good Erev Shabbos, everyone. Shabbos, Parshas, Matos-Masei, Mevorchim, the month of Menachem Av, Shabbos Chazak. So it's a Shabbos full of energy. Like we learned this morning, the Rebbe says that not only don't we have any mirirus, bitterness, or etzev, or depression in the Shabbos of the 3 weeks, but we have an additional simcha, knowing that we could transform this moment into a moment of positivity, as the prophet says that the days of the 3 weeks, the days of the fasts, of the fourth fast, the fifth fast, are going to turn into days of joy and simcha. The Parshas Matos-Masei, like my dear friend who needs it for Shlemer, Moshe Schloss once told me, he said, Matos is a staff, stability, strength. Masei is the path, the road that we have to go in life. And then when we have the two Parshas together, we have the strength of a staff. We know the difference between a Mata and a Shevet. The Shevet is a branch that's still connected, that could be bendy. So it has the mile of being flexible, but sometimes it could also just bend too much. A staff is something that's strong, sturdy, solid, and when we're going in the walks of life, which is Parshas Masei, like we've learned many times, and again this morning, the 42 travels the Jewish people did in the desert are the 42 travels every person has in their life. And when we're going on these roads, and sometimes we don't have certainty of where the road is going to take us, and we're moving forward. Each time we're moving out of a meitzar, out of a restriction, out of Mitzrayim, going to another level of plenty, of harchava, of abundance, till we get to the Jordan River, which is Al Yarden Yericha, getting ready to cross the Jordan River from the east side of the river into Eretz Yisrael, to the land and to the moment of true harchava with Moshiach Tzidkenu. But we know that every time we move forward, we're traveling with the strength of the staff and the message of the path, knowing that we have to accomplish, there's something more to accomplish. The Rebbe said, oh, it's an amazing thing. One of the ideas of moving forward is that sometimes we're trying to get back to where we were. We think that when there's a descent, when there's a galus, we just have to get back to the way things were. Things are good, things are perfect. Let's just go back to where we were, right? The Jews said, let's go back to Egypt. So the Rebbe says, no, this is a mission. We're going forward. We're not trying to go back to where we were. And one of the ways of progress is you have to sometimes leave go of where you were coming from. Not trying to crawl back towards to what things were before maybe the Gullus started, before the difficulties started, before your own private Gullus started. You want to get to Gul, you want to get to redemption, the path is forward. Even though like the journeys of the Jewish people weren't always necessarily looking like they were going forward. Sometimes the Jewish people felt that they were going backwards, back towards Egypt. But even that was progress, because it was heading in the direction of Eretz Yisrael, maybe not in a way that they understood. Sometimes we have setbacks in our life, but that itself is part of the progress moving forward, because all in all, we're trying to get to true redemption. I just want to say this also is a focus of Parshas Chazak and the month of Menachem Av, where we're in a month of consolation. We're not subscribing to the negativity of Gullus, but we're actually focusing on the hope of Geula, of redemption. And like great Margaret Thatcher said, this is not a time to get wobbly on Moshiach. We have to stay focused. We have a lot of noise going on around us. There's a lot of things that could scare us, that could take a person and say, we don't have the strength to go forward. We have to know that every yid is going forward, or mahalach. We have the strength of the staff, we have the path where we have to go. This is not a time to get wobbly. We have to be strong, focused, and move forward. Just want to finish off. We've been talking about the stories we've been mentioning this week. I heard last week in Shul, and just talking to my dear friend, Rabbi Riel Pinson, who told us the story about the hostage. In short, the story is very published in COL. This hostage who told him that he put on tefillin every day. From some point he made a hachlata resolution to put on tefillin every day, and he kept Shabbos. So Shabbos, he said, okay, he didn't touch a light, even if it was very dark. It was extremely hard to keep Shabbos. He did it. So Ariel said, how did you put on tefillin? He says, I put on tefillin, ear tefillin. He rolled up his sleeve. He made a space for where he's going to put the tefillin. He started to move his hands in the motion of tefillin. Then he motioned as if he's putting on tefillin on his head, positioned the tefillin and said the Shema. That's called not being wobbly. That's called focus. And he just sent me a message, Mamish, 2 minutes ago, where the Alkana, this hostage, said that you're giving chizuk when you're telling, I'm giving him strength when we're telling over the story of how he put on tefillin, how he stayed strong. That's something, a message of strength. This week is all about the strength. It's chazak, it's the path, it's the staff. This is a message, this is a time to be solid, stay focused. Mashiach is about to come. Ron Yarden Yirechai. Don't get wobbly, get the job done. We should be Bekarav Mamish, Moshiach Tzidkenu, here in Yerushalayim HaKodesh with all the Jewish people. And if God wants to know, do we still have it? We look at stories like this Alkana who put on tefillin, whether it was ear tefillin or regular tefillin, kept Shabbos, and all the other hostages that we had amazing stories of their Mesiras Nefesh. We still got it. He doesn't have to test us. We still got it. We always had it. We always will have it. No more tests. Time for Mashiach Tzidkenu. Have a wonderful Shabbos.